The greatest toy ever made. Buzz Lightyear is the greatest toy ever made, and this is what he's based off of! Lightyear? Sludge! Honestly, I say Lightyear is barely passable. It has a couple of stupid nitpicky issues throughout, but overall the plot is functional. It had the potential to be great. It's the story of Buzz Lightyear losing old friends through time jumping and making new ones. That could work as a story, though this story does not feel very Buzz Lightyear-y. The Space Rangers don't go saving aliens across the galaxy. In fact, the entire film takes place in the atmosphere of one planet. Then there's the vibe this film has, a vibe similar to that of Raya and the Last Dragon, in which, in spite having great animation, occasionally decent cinematography, and characters with kooky personalities, it's pretty clear that nobody actually cared about making this movie. It feels like the only reason this film exists is for the mouse to make money by saying, "Look kids, it's Buzz Lightyear, but an actual person! Wow!" There's barely any personality with this film, and when there is, it's hidden in a sludge pile of incompetent character-driven plot, unfunny jokes, and boring-ass action sequences. And that's judging Lightyear as a standalone film. Don't even get me started with it as an adaptation. But first, the positives of Lightyear. I like Socks. He was okay. He was the best character of the movie. The best character of Buzz Lightyear's movie. I don't take issue with there being a Buzz Lightyear movie that is Andy's favorite movie, and thus making him want to buy the Buzz Lightyear toy. In fact, the Toy Story movies have always implied for that to be the case, though the film we got is quite different to what its apparent plot was in Toy Story.
Emperor Zurg has been secretly building a weapon with the destructive capacity to annihilate an entire planet. I alone have information that reveals this weapon's only weakness.
Now, many of Lightyear's adaptation problems could be non-existent if this film was meant to be a modern Buzz Lightyear remake. Hell, it could be a parody of stuff like the Bayformer films. Then they would at least have an excuse for all this sludge crap, but nope. This is apparently the original Buzz Lightyear movie. The damn thing even opens with a text confirming as such, claiming to be Andy's favorite movie, in which I say, bullshit! Andy was a very imaginative kid, and this film is anything but. I doubt he would have even slightly enjoyed it. Then there's the fact that this movie doesn't even make sense as a feature-length Buzz Lightyear commercial. Buzz Lightyear's suit in the movie works a bit differently than his toy suit, which normally would make sense since toys typically have different functions to what they're based on. But at the end of the film, the Space Rangers get new suits that are identical to his toy suit. Why would the Lightyear toys be sold in suits that aren't even in 5% of the movie? Also, throughout the majority of this film, Buzz is accompanied by 3 other Space Rangers in suits that clearly have the same function as his. One of them even has almost an equal amount of screen time and development as Lightyear himself. How come she isn't on the shelves of Al's Toy Barn? Lightyear himself is not the same as his toy counterpart. I mean, he does stuff that Toy Buzz does in Toy Story, but his actions have been recontextualized in the dumbest ways. The biggest offender being his mission logs. What was once implied for him to update Star Command on his missions is now a hobby. Apparently, nobody actually listens to the mission logs, and Buzz Lightyear literally talks to himself like a video game protagonist.
Okay, let's see where this leads.
But credit where it's due, Buzz Lightyear was not 100% shot on, especially when compared to Zurg.
Look how they mess with my boy.
He's not even the evil Emperor Zurg. He's just a giant mechbot with his color scheme and head shape. A mechbot that commands a very small army of identical robots. He doesn't even have a cape, just weirdly shaped space wings at the end of the film. Oh, but the thing about Zurg and the entire movie that really drives me up a fucking wall is the plot twist about him. Now, for those who didn't watch the movie, bear with me, because I swear I'm not making this up. In the 3rd act, it is revealed that Zurg is actually an old evil Buzz Lightyear from the future.
What?
Strange. I never thought of that Zurg plot twist being a possibility. In fact, I recall Toy Story 2 having a Zurg plot twist completely different from this one.
No, Buzz. I am your father.
Unless... oh, hell no.
No!
Yeah, if you want a creative way to ruin the legacy of 2 characters with 1 stone, that's how you do it. Not only is Buzz Lightyear prone to becoming evil, but his arch nemesis was himself all along. Now, and they didn't even put the ion blaster on the right arm. Fucking hell. So yeah, this film being the origin story of Buzz Lightyear makes no sense. A damn shame, since it would be cool to have a Buzz Lightyear spin-off, one that is passionately made, one that is mostly consistent with the Toy Story lore, one where Buzz goes on plenty of adventures with a diverse range of friends and enemies. But, alas, we will never get Oh wait! Of course! The first television show based on a Pixar product! Buzz Lightyear of Star Command! Now, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command isn't a perfect adaptation either. Not only does the complaint of Buzz being the only toy sold also apply to the side characters in this show, but the show itself also has the little green men, in spite the fact that they were implied to simply be mascots for Pizza Planet. Also, Zurg is not Buzz's father, I think. I've barely seen any of the episodes, and have really only watched the pilot movie a bunch of times. But just the pilot movie of Star Command is a better alternative to Lightyear. Hell, Buzz literally goes through the exact same character arc in both movies. But in Star Command, the aliens are creative, the action is fun, the side characters are characters, and Emperor Zurg isn't evil Buzz from the future. So if you have to choose between the two, watch Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. There's no recent physical copies of it, and Disney Plus doesn't have it either, in spite having every other Disney show ever made, including the one they despise for some reason. It's almost as if Disney is trying to make us forget about Star Command in order to make people want to watch Lightyear. Oh, but they would never do that. Disney would never disrespect the legacy of their past creations.
Money, money, money.
They're just jealous that the second season is better than the garbage they shit out monthly.